unboxing. We got one of friends from a company called Kano PC that do these Windows 10 computers. Not sure what it's about. I'm going to have an explore today and see what happens. So let's get started. Let's get into it. So let's have a look what's inside here. So there's how to make a personal computer, because I think we do make this. There we go. And there's some stickers. Everyone loves a bit of stickerage, don't they, Ava? HTML stickers, letters. We'll see what happens with that then, okay? Right, let's have a look at the box itself. Some foaming. Oh, now this looks interesting. Look at that. There we go. There's quite a lot going on there. Look, there's a little place for a card to put in for some storage. And we've got some ports and everything like that. Okay, and some heat sinks and some stuff. We'll see what the instruction manual says. Okay. Okay, we've got as well, look at this over, a case. We all need a case, don't we? A see-through case, because I think we're going to have a look and see what's in there. We've also got a kind of stand. This looks like a kind of iPad-y type stand that folds back. We've got something here, battery by the looks of it there, and we've got something, a button of some description. We'll have a look what that's about. And we've got some power cables here, thankfully UK ones. There we go, that makes more sense over. And there we go, the full keyboard, battery, kind of connector there. We'll have a look at the instructions and have a look at that. Okay, so let's put anything else in here, not that I can see. Put that to one side. Right. So, computer. Let's have a little look, a little read of this one. So, take out the pieces. Now this says the screen and printed circuit board. So Ava, this is the screen and the printed circuit board that makes the computer work there. So I've done that. Yep, we were right. It's all very well labelled. We've got the case, the keyboard and sleeve, the battery. Oh, it's a speaker. This is a speaker. So you can have earphones or a speaker. And I think it looks like there's a place for that to go. That looks like it marries up around about there. So I'll have a look at that. Power cables, magnifying glass. I think I've lost the magnifying glass. Let me have a look. Where did I see that or not? Or is it here? Can't see my magnifying glass. I should have a look. Maybe it will pop up when we have a look. But anyway, there we go. And here we go. So the screen, the front has over 1 million pixels. So let's have a look at that. 1 million. There we go. So there we go. There's the screen. Okay. There we go. And it's got different coordinates there. You can't see them, but beneath the glass there are 100 of invisible wires that detect your taps and swipes. So here we can have a look. We'll keep this on just for the moment while we're doing everything else, I think. There we go. So here we go. Lay it down on the foam sheet. So yep, we're going to use the foam sheet because that way we don't want the glass to break, do we? Does that make sense? So there you go. I'll do that bit for you. And printed circuit board. There we go. Look, it was there all along. So we've got a little magnifying glass, so I'll give you that to have a look at. I'm going to rip this, so I'm going to be careful, because I'm going to repackage this and give it back at the end. Here we go. So got to have a look at that, and look, zoom in and have a look, and have a look at bits and bobs. There you go. You have a look around while I read the next instructions. So here we go. Here are the things we need to look at. So that's the power button up there. We got the volume up, volume down, headphone port, power socket, SD card slot here, some sound and some power. So there's lots of stuff going on there with some USB ports and a HDMI for our TV. Here. We've got power management here. So these things all pick up. These are heat sinks, so it loses power. It keeps the processor cool, the processor's in here. So have a little look around and see all the little bits and see if there's anything interesting for you. Alright. Yes, and it says, I'm sure we're going to put this case on in a second, but this bit gets hot when we switch it on, so we can't touch that. There we go. Yep, and the processor's under here, under this white bit there. And we've got our storage, and it tells us all about how the computers works with ones and zeros. So we've got good instructions all the way through this. So let's have a look and let's put it in. It says, very important now, because we've got some power here. I'm going to stick that there. And then it says, don't power your PC with anything else, it may cause injury. So we've got to use this power and we're sticking it in there. Okay, so we've got power now. So it also says plug in the red cable and the light should come on. Did a light come on yet? Not yet. Okay, press that one. There we go, look. It's on. So remember, we're not going to touch this bit here because this is going to get hot. And it says it's alive. Okay. Next, the speaker. So this one, there's the speaker. We can stick it in there. And then that's going to come into this bit here for sound. There we go, we got some sound. There we are. And what have we got next? We've got the case. So we're going to stick this on so that we don't have to touch this because this is going to get hot soon. And we're going to put this over the top. There, you can see we've got some holes for the speakers to go in. So is there anything else you want to have a look at last with the magnifying glass? We can still see through the glass, so we'll still be okay. Here we go. So let's stick that on and it clips. You can hear some clips there, but not loads. So we just have a little look around. There we go. That sounds better. Those sounds are good sounds. There we go. So it's quite cool that you can see inside, isn't it? At all times. So let us see what is next. We've clipped it in. It is secure. We need a way to control our device. So here we've got our ports, these things here, Ava. This is where the power connects into. So it's a little bit like my iPad.
Hi there. I'm Cortana, and I'm here to help.
That came out of nowhere.
Sign in here, attach a Wi-Fi there, and we'll have your PC ready for all you plan to do.
Oh yeah, there it is.
Use your voice or the keyboard along the way, and if you'd like me to stay quiet, just select the little microphone icon towards the bottom of your screen.
There we go.
If you need an assistive screen reader, press the Windows, Control, and...
Let's just lower that down. So that's quite good because the town is helping us. So I am going to take this carefully so I can put it back on again. And there we have it. Now we need to make sure, I think here, there we go, we put that back on itself. So there we go. Let's just check. I don't think I've done that quite right. So let's check this. So I've got yeah, no, that is right. There's a magnet at the back, Ava. Okay. There's a kind of magnet there, or a kind of, not quite magnet, just a recess there, so that when that goes in, it stays stationary, as well as a elastic band helping it out as well. So there we go. Let's get started with this. United Kingdom. Do you want to do it?
Okay.
There we go. So that's pretty good. So we've got Windows 10 operating system on here. We've got a UK keyboard. Yep. Want to add a second keyboard? No, I'm going to skip that and go through. So this is pretty good. Let's connect to your network. So we're in Digital Jersey right now. So let me just type in this password for you. Long password, it's a good password. Here we go, secured, yes. And it is verifying. Checking everything's okay. Connected, secure. I need this now. Now this, stick them over here. And let's press next. So, this looks pretty good. You've got a Windows computer already, don't you? So we can test this out and see if we think it's very, very similar. And while that's setting up, let's see what else it's going to tell us. So we've got our computer, it's all set up. We've switched it on, and we've got the start menu. It's probably looking for an update. Windows always looks for an update. It's always updating. And then how the computer works. So here we've got Kano code that we can have a go with and do some coding. It's a bit like Minecraft. Your brother would love this. And make some art. Beautiful images with code. You're a bit more artistic, aren't you? We've got the whole Microsoft Store, so that's going to be useful. Let me add my account on this one. There we go. And there we go. Keeping you up. I lost my place now, where was I? There we go, logging in. So we'll have a little look and play around with all this stuff. I'm interested to see if we can do full Minecraft and Microsoft Teams. So create a pin. I'll use my usual pin. I'm sure you use your pin. This one. Use my pin. So so this is fairly simple to start. It's logging in, doing all the usual stuff. No, we're okay. Do more access. No, I'm okay with activity history for the moment. This is just a borrowed device. And there we go, yep. Next. So it does look like you need an adult to set some stuff up because of some phones. You don't have to do everything. We've got OneDrive backing itself up here, so we can use all our files on the internet. You can do your schoolwork on this maybe. Got all of our Office 365. There we go. You don't want to do your schoolwork on here. Yeah, it's Cortana as well. She's still trying to help me out. Use online speech, don't use, I'm going to accept on that. And I'm going to do some location-based devices. And lots of things to say yes to. Yes, I do want to have a go at some. So this is touchscreen as well with some inking, so that's quite nice. No, I'm not going to use any advertising. Don't be knowing everything about me, do we? Or do we?
Almost done now.
Oh.
Just need to get a few more things polished up for you, and Windows will be all yours.
There we
Looking
go.
forward to helping out.
So it wasn't too painful. There's just a few yeses. There you go. It's saying hi. We're getting everything ready for you, and then we're going to go through. So while that's happening, let's have a look at the keyboard. We've got a button that says apps. We've got function, standard keyboard controls. There's like some emoji buttons here, so that's going to be quite useful, isn't it, to do some emoji stuff. Yeah, apart from that, it's just a keyboard, nothing more to say. It does tell you all the shortcut keys here, so copy, paste, things that people might not know, and there's nice symbols to go with that. So we have Cortana to ask questions, we can change wallpapers, the usual things to do, but we've got a lot of keyboard help as well there. We've got a power cable here, which is USB-C, which is useful. I've got lots of USB-C power cables ourselves, don't we? And there we go. So that's pretty much it. Oh, and you can do this the other way around. It can flip up to be portrait and landscape, okay, depending on what you're doing now. And there's an elastic band to put through it, and I'll test that in a minute. So we can extend the memory with an SD card slot if we need to. We need to take the back off for that because you can't get to it very easily. But other than that, it's a laptop, and I'm quite intrigued to test it out to see what we can do with it. But there we go. So as that's happening, let's just have a quick look at laying it flat there. The keyboard goes like that. And that's what they're saying here when we can do the elastic around it. do that. So that's quite good. I mean, it's quite chunky, but the whole point of that is that we can get into the back of the PC. No. So there we go. So what do you think? Yeah? Yeah? Should we test this out and then maybe do a review and see if it's all that good? Okay, so we're going to wait for this to load up and then maybe do a little bit of a review and then see what's happening. Okay, thank you very much. Say bye-bye.